Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to No Man's Land. So, it's been a busy week here on No Man's Land. Well, it was a busy day, anyway. So the corn is growing. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Corn is growing. We've got corn in all the fields. It's been fertilised, and hopefully it won't be too long before it's ready to harvest. My suspicion is that what we should do first is look at the animals. We've had another pallet of wool, and there should be another one on its way. Oh yeah, well on its way, look at that. So let's check out the animals and see how they're doing. The light's on, still a bit dark outside. Oh yeah, they need a bit of tidying up. I have a feeling the sheep might need some water. Let's have a look actually. Oh goodness, yes. I was a little bit busy. They got a bit neglected. Although Broom, we don't actually have to sweep. Perfect. Right. Actually, we'll take this with us. Let's go clean up the cows as well. So the cow barn has automatic lights, it seems. I probably already knew that. There we go. Leave that there. Tidy out the way. Thank you very much. So let's sort out a tractor. Let's get the water. Can't figure out what the nearest tractor is. Actually, not. Let's use this one. Oh, hold on. That's the one we want. We probably need to check the greenhouses as well. Actually, they might be getting a bit low because again, I've been a little bit busy. We have the contractors in, and No Man's Land is starting to be a little more lived in. First things first, right in front of us, I've had a bunker silo, a double bunker silo put in actually. So that yeah, that we're gonna silage we're gonna chaff the corn, which is why I've planted all 4 fields up, just to really make it worthwhile. Why did that suddenly start driving on its own? Oh, I nudged the cruise control button. That'd be it. So yeah, actually we could take a drive through this, couldn't we? Let's have a look. If I do it really, really carefully, he says, instantly hitting a wall. But yeah, so I've had this put in. Looks pretty good. A few tyres to put on the silage afterwards to create this a little path through the foliage to get out. It's a slightly steep angle coming around this way, but it's doable. As usual, return on the steering wheel is a little bit slow, so I'm just going to have a sip of coffee first thing in the morning, all that. Need to put some paths and tracks in through here, but we'll be alright. Now, if I remember rightly, the water trigger is just through here. I think, did I? Yes, I think I bought some more sheep as well. So we're now up to 20, which will also explain why the food is so low. Back a bit. There we go. Oh yeah, it didn't take too long. Right, we need grass, hay, or hay pellets. I have actually got some grass cut that's lying on the ground, so that could be an option. Let's not put this. In fact, actually, you know what? While we've got this, let's go check out the greenhouses and see how they're doing. May as well top them up. As you can see, we've had a road of sorts put in, so I got some gravel. I don't know if you watched the time lapse, so I put it during the week. It's a big pile of gravel over there to the left, so that'll gradually start dwindling. But yeah, we've gravelled this bit of road at the back of the farm here, so I won't need to keep mowing it so that we know where it is. Yeah, greenhouses are still okay, but it's probably worth topping them up. So I basically did all the bit that we currently own. As you can see, we've got corn in the next field too. So let's just, and there's still some manure that will need to fit in at some point, but for now, there we go, that's that. Actually, how is it? And that wasn't what I wanted, sorry. Okay, so manure's at 30%, fine. Can I squeeze it? Yeah, just about. So yeah, we'll just get these all sorted out. Animals topped up, greenhouses topped up, do all that, and then we'll see what else needs doing. I've got some grass that's been cut, so we could maybe tidy that up. Hi, insert Arco, how you doing? Oh, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? No, wheelbarrow's in the way. Not that way. There we go. Just about. Yes, as you can see, we've got rather a large pile of manure. That's 2 lots of a 30,000 trailer load minus whatever we put in to get it started, to get them filled up. So it's still not going to keep us going very long. Each of those take 8,000 litres a piece, and I think I need to do them, I haven't figured out yet if it's once a day, once every 2 days. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. A little bit tired. I was up streaming quite late last night, and I'm back on it again this morning. But no, good. Good to be back on no man's land. Pottering about. I've done some building on her during the week, so we'll go and have a little tour around in a minute. In fact, actually, we could go sell some crops. Money's going up nicely. I sold 1 lot of silage bales during the week, and there's another lot building up gradually, sitting on the truck over there. So yeah, it's all good. Right, so let's just switch the engine off a sec, jump out, and we'll open that up, jump back in, and fill the trailer. How often do I stream? Generally, at the moment, only twice a week. So usually on Friday, well, about this time, maybe a little bit early. I'm a bit late this morning. On a Friday, and then similar sort of time on a Saturday, but I do occasional evening streams as well. So I did one last night just because I felt like getting on the Valley of the Old Farm, because it was new out. Right, what else do we need to do? So what's the next most urgent thing? I think it's probably feeding the sheep, right? So very occasionally I do some snow runner streams, all sorts. Cool, that's awesome. So are you new to the game? I'm going to call it insert. Okay, right, insert. Okay, I'm going to call you insert or in. Yeah, you're new to the game. There's loads of people who have just started getting into the game, which is great. I'm loving all the questions, people coming up saying, oh, you know, how do I do this? How do I do that? Not sure of this. Give me some pointers. Which was partly why I did last night, actually. I not only, you know, the Valley of the Old Farm was out, new map. But also I just spent about 20 minutes or so looking at questions people were asking on Facebook about how do I start, how do I do this, how do I do that. So I thought, well, you know what, I'll do got it around 3 days ago. Great, well, welcome to Farming Sim. Yeah, you know, loads of people saying they're really enjoying it, and I think that's fantastic. Yeah, so that's partly the reason I did last night. So last night was very much it didn't intend it to be specifically, but actually I ended up just talking continuously about everything I was doing, why I was doing it, this, that, the other, how things work. So that could be helpful to you if you've got questions or, you know, just want to know a bit more detail. So we'll just pick up this grass, go give it to the sheep. Actually, we probably don't need that much, and there's no point in having loads left over. Mind you, and I don't need to give any to the cows because actually I need to get them on silage because it's more effective, and they'll just not eat the grass if it's just sat there. So let's not go nuts with picking up the grass. I'll have a bit left over to feed them next time. They've already made a mess. I just cleaned you up. Seriously. Seriously. There's the trigger. Where? There he is. Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh, I'd love to have the time to do that. Yeah, I usually only do an hour and a half to 2 hours or so thereabouts at a time. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and I tell you what, that's when you get the most out of this game. Is when you're spending loads and loads of time on it. Oh, so that wasn't quite enough. Really? We've got a new baby sheep. How exciting! No, that wasn't enough. So we need another couple of 1,000 litres. So I'll never do it. We can always leave some in the loading wagon if it's a bit much. It's all fine. And that's the thing. So I mean, I've spent probably a couple of hours on this during the week. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, I have done a little bit more. A couple of hours videoing because I've done some landscaping, put in some cell points and stuff. There we go. That'll do. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm afraid that happens. There's always something else to do. It's never a, you know, I mean, yes, you can get to the point where you finish a particular objective, but there's always something else to be done. It's not like, oh, I'll just finish this level of a shooter or an action game or whatever, or, you know, anything like that. It keeps on going. There's no real end point. So, you know, that was almost perfectly judged, but that's fine. So we'll just leave this over here out the way. Not using this side at the moment anyway. I really need to tidy up my vehicles. Okay, what next? So how are the cows? They need some straw, they need some water. So actually, water we can do. Let's do this. But it's also one of its, you know, that's what's so great about it, right? The sense of getting something done, but never really running out of things to do. And, you know, the sense of moving forward. That was a very silly place to leave that bale. A very silly place to leave that bale. In fact, you know what, let's get it out of the way. Oh. Door shut. Why did I leave that bale there? Oh, I know, because I was given the grass. That's right, so it's a sort of partial bale. Oh, not yet. Now we can turn. The best way to make money. If you really like logging and forestry, that's a pretty good way to make money, but you're better off doing it with logs rather than wood chips. Wood chips don't make you a lot of money. So the video last night was actually similarly, that was part of why I was doing it. One of the really good ways to make money, I think, is silage bales, especially when you're first starting out. I mean, to be honest, if you're already at the point where, wow, I'm losing it. Oh no, I was right. If you're already at the point where, actually I could even this to the sheep, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? Where you've been playing for a long time, it's less relevant, but when you're first starting out, it's a really good way to earn money because you need minimal equipment, you can sell most of what you've got, and your fields just keep producing grass. You don't need to do anything to them, they just keep growing. If you fertilise them, you'll get more, but and so that was the sort of the technique that I showed on the video I did last night. But there are loads of ways you can do it, in all honesty. But yeah, silage bales is good. Obviously you can put cheat signs in, but that's a bit boring. Forestry is pretty good, but logging, but then you can just focus on one crop and go nuts on it, right? So cotton pays well, oats pay really well, so focus on your most valuable crops. You know, just varies. I mean, there's no doubt. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? There's no doubt that the most effective way to generate money from anything is just go into it big time. So if you've got lots... Oh, well, that was clever. Not. Right, we'll sort that out in a minute. Yeah, if you've got lots of... you know, if you've got lots of sheep, or if you do all of your fields as cotton, then you'll generate a fortune. You know, stuff like that. So sometimes it can be helpful just to focus on one particular thing, which is why I think silage bales is a good one to start, because it's relatively cheap to get into. Yeah, okay, right. Back to our trusty JCB then. I need to come out a little bit. Just drop that bale off. Oh yeah, that would help. It'll move quicker if I start the engine. I've no idea if this will work. Oh, actually no, we don't need to strap it on, we can just do this, look. Just about. It's a bit weird. Seems very unstable. And they're empty, it's not like they're full, you know? Yeah, so soybeans you get pretty decent price, oats you get a price for, so watch out for soybeans, okay? I have started doing a test on one of my other maps, which I've now stopped playing to play this map, so I may need to start doing it on here, maybe I'll do that next, of rotating through all the crops and figuring out, because, oh, and I need to move that out of the way too, this is just fiddly. If you, yeah, your price for soybeans generally is pretty good. Price for canola is usually pretty good, and oats generally pretty good. But your yields vary, right? So for a field of a, wow, stop please. For a field of a given size, the yield of crop that you get will differ from crop to crop. So, you know, I've heard that although soybeans pay better, I need to switch that thing back on. That although soybeans pay better, the yield that you get from a field of soybeans is less than you might get from a different crop, and therefore actually, overall, do you necessarily get more value out of it? And so I started doing a test to try and figure just that exact thing out by comparing the yields and rough value of the crops that I got from this particular size field. I'm going to try that again. We'll do that on here because I'm curious still. I never got quite to the end of my experiment, so yeah, we'll try that maybe. We need to put a track through here, pop a track, clear up some of these bushes. Oh, and not hit the trailer, I said. Yeah, because if I had a track, I'd probably follow a line a bit better. Now, what's a yield? So yield is how much you get, right? So your yield is how much you get from a field or per area of land, right? So it could be per hectare or per whatever unit of measurement you're using. Mind you, I don't know I'm trying to do this. I'm not going to get this tractor in there. I need a smaller tractor. Yeah, no chance of getting this tractor in there. What small tractor have I got? Oh, the Fiat. I've got the Fiat. That'll do it. Right, let's go get the Fiat. So I'm going to lower it, so hopefully it won't fall off and fall over. Come back. Lower it. Detach it. Right, let's get this tractor out of the way. I'd forgotten about that. I haven't tried getting the Fiat in here. I've had a swap around the tractors, and I may have ended up in a point where I don't have a tractor small enough to fit. There we go. Please tell me this will go in there. Otherwise, I actually literally don't have a tractor small enough to go in. I'm just leaving vehicles all over the place at the moment. Have I got front 3-point on here? No. So I took them one at a time, but that's okay. Excuse me, ladies. Coming through. It's a bit hit and miss, but just about. Pardon me. Excuse me. It's it's quite a small pasture for a lot of cows. I can't remember what the capacity of this thing, but there we go. You're welcome. No problem at all. Keep an eye on if I should just try and if I had a bit more sort of, you know, ability to notify people when I'm doing stuff. I'd be tempted to do a I only did one anyway, there we go. I'd be tempted to do a beginner stream and just have a whole load of people on, do it as a multiplayer so people can join if they want to, and just let people, you know, come and ask loads of questions, because there's a lot of people new to the game out there and it's fascinating. Sure, that'd be great. I appreciate you stopping by. Good to chat to you, and enjoy your farming, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Cheers, insert. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm on a couple of Discords. I should get my own, actually. That's what I should do. I should set one up. I have no idea how to do it. I've just joined Alien Jim's Discord. I'm having fun on there. But yeah, I should probably get my own. Good idea. Cheers, Inter. Catch you later. Right, so let's just pick this up and put it out of the way. That one's ready for next time. They've both got a bit of water in, so that's quite good. Our cows, despite needing lots of food, don't seem to use a lot of their water, so. And now at least we know this is the tractor to do that. Okay. What else we got? Straw, hay and silage. I'm going to leave the hay silage. I want them to use that grass up because they won't use that until they've finished the hay. But we will give them some straw. Cheers, insert. Have a good night. Okay, so straw's cool. Let's not leave all of the tractors sitting around. I'll put this one away. I'll say away. I'll put it where it was because that's probably what I'll need it for next. Doing some more silage bales. I'm going to put this grass bale in with the sheep, and it'll just gradually reduce in size. It does mean I won't be able to clear their feed area out for a little while, but it's somewhere I can put it, and I won't need it for the cows, and it's now not a full bale, so I can wrap it. Actually, I don't know if I can or not, to be honest. Maybe I can, but frankly. Put that over to the side. Right, that should just gradually disappear. So let's put this over here out of the way a little bit. Right, onto the straw. Which, as you can see, I'm not short of. And the way we do this is we come up here, pick up a bale, and throw it in. They're a bit jiggly because there's a lot of them in here. How many do I need? About 3 or 4. Oh, come on. Don't mess me about. No, I like that one. Oh, that was it? Really? Oh, these are bigger than I thought. Fair enough. Then we're done. That's the animal sorted. Excellent. Okay. How's our corn doing? Oh, how about prices? Right, so, important news. We have a new shop, the garden centre, and we have a sweet shop. I loved it when I first put in the sweet shop. The price for soybeans was at 3,000 per 1,000 litres, so I sold my soybeans, not surprisingly. Anything good at the garden centre? 2115 on sunflowers, it's dropping, but it's still a pretty decent price. Price of wheat is going up. I'd say let's go sell the sunflowers. Just take a trip up there. Tractor's just behind me. Haven't actually used it yet, so this will be the first time I've actually sold anything there. So, how much sunflowers we've got? 18,000, just more than I can do with the OMN trailer, is it? Whatever it's called. I did a few trees as well during the week just to do a bit more clearing. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy week actually on here. There we go, spin that round. Take the cover off. Okay. What did we say? Sunflowers. Great demand. Oh really? Great demand at vehicle shop range? For what? Something I don't have. Eggs. Yep, don't have those. Need to get chickens. Need to put chicken coop in. Okay. Quick, that price is dropping. Now then, which button is close cover? 8. Done. Just going to go through the undergrowth a bit. Right, I need to put a track in through here as well actually. This should be sort of our main in and out of the back of the yard. It should be this way. Got all that lovely corn, crikey. So yeah, it should be a track out to here, so I need to put that in, out onto the road. Yeah, I don't know if the corn's going to, I don't know how quickly the corn will finish. I'd have thought it might finish today, but I'm actually not sure. Hate it. Oh yeah, definitely. In fact, I need to take another sip of mine. You reminded me. Well done. Oh, and there the road runs out because I don't own this bit. This probably should be the next patch to buy actually. We're doing alright for money. Crikey, it's built up. Yeah, that should be the next thing to do, I think. And here we are. So I own this patch. So, welcome to the garden centre. There's the sign. There's a little signpost down there, so that you know the visitors know which side of the fence they need to go for the car park. Here's the sell point. I might adapt this a little bit actually. Just separate it a little bit more. Perhaps put some more hedges in or something. There we go, sunflowers, load, watch the money fly up. You know what, let's leave the tractor there a minute. Lovely. I'll have a look round. Come in the back way, squeeze past the hedge. And here's the garden centre, lots of lovely flowers for sale, as you can see. Some strange garden ornaments if you want one. Nice little path to walk around. 38,000, very nice, thank you very much. A few sacks of compost or potatoes or whatever those are. Can't actually get through the store, it's not open yet. Just walk down the edge here. There's some wood out the front, in case you need some wood. You can buy some logs. And a couple little wheelbarrow planters, you know, just showing the wares of the garden centre. There, very nice. Nice little spot. A few trees on the other side. Good views actually. I tell you what, we should look, shouldn't we? So if you come out here, because it's all terraced and levelled out, come out here, there's really nice views across the valley. Yeah, lovely. What a nice spot. So there we go. That is the garden centre. We'll see what's going for a good price at the sweet shop actually, and maybe we'll head over there as well a bit later on. So that's our sunflowers sold, and that was a pretty decent price. Quite happy with that. The road just carries on down, a bit wider just there, sort of pass in place, and of course that's where we don't own anymore. So actually, we put, oh no, wrong one, sorry. It would be quite good to own this bit. I'm just trying to figure out the route back to the farm. I'm not even on the track anymore, it's over here somewhere. Swings around to the right somewhere-ish. Yeah, vaguely. And here we are back on our road. Back up to the back end of the farm. So yeah, this got all surfaced this week. I finished getting all the bales off the grass to our left. They've all been done now. Some of them have been sold, some of them are sitting on the lorry. So yeah, pretty busy. At some point we'll probably properly surface this road, tarmac it, and get rid of this grass in the middle, but it's fine if a little bit grows through the gravel. It's not too big a deal. Right, okay, so actually while we're here, and we're still waiting for the corn, so while we're here, have we got what's a good price at the sweet shop at the moment? Oh wow, the canola, look at that. 2,357, that is a good price. Fine, let's do that then. Just have a little drive around, visit our new sell points. No, not there yet. What did we say it was we were looking at? Canola, right? Done. I'm about to do pigs on here. I wasn't going to, but I might do. Let's take a slurp of coffee while waiting for it to fill up. Put the cover on. That was 8, we said, right? Does that work? No. Missed it, didn't press it properly. There we go. Right, let's head off to the sweet shop. It's good that we've got people in them so quickly. Garden centre obviously has living accommodation within it. The sweet shop comes with a house. So yeah, people are keen to come in and join this new sort of collective of people trying to reclaim no man's land and make it into a habitable place for people to live. Probably better start thinking about spending some money on this road as well, actually, because it's the main road in and out now. People are starting to come and live here. So, and again, it's a nice little shop, little car park in front of it, a few flowers, a bit of hedge. There's the house that comes with it. That needs some work. We haven't put a garden in yet or anything like that. So we need to sort that out for them. There we go. In. So again, actually, we could take a look around, couldn't we? While we're waiting. So there's the house, nice little house. Flowers at the front, little drive. Say, there's no garden yet, so we need to put a garden in at the back here. It's just the land at the moment still, but they're in and they're comfortable. Here's the sweet shop, looking quite nice. Little gravel car park, just at the front with this fence, and yeah. Oh, staff wanted. They're still trying to. Wow, 70,000 euros. Whoa. Good grief, that's a lot of money. Awesome. Well, I'm very glad they're here. That's for sure. Yeah, it's quite a nice little spot, just on the main road, coming down from the thing. You know, people come and get a few sweets on their way in. It's had a long journey to get here. There's a no stopping sign so that people don't park on the road opposite the car park, because that would just be annoying. Yeah, no man's land is developing into being somebody's man's land. Mine mostly, because I'm having to buy all the land to do all this stuff. It's good. Right, let's crack on with some farming of some description. All we've really done so far is look after the animals and sell stuff. Not that's a bad thing. Need money. Definitely got money to buy the next couple of plots of land, so that's really good. I'll need to fill up the manure at the greenhouse at some point. I won't necessarily do that today. In fact, I don't have a bucket. I'll need to go to the store and get a scoop for the telehandler or something. Right. What should we do next? Let's do some baling. Where's the baler? I've seen it somewhere. Where is it? Sorry, sheeps. Hello, sheeps. There's the wrapper. We'll need that too. Oh, the baler's over there. Look, fine. And let's get in our new Fiat. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh. Do like this opening front window. There's an opening front window and an opening back window. Just helps keep the ventilation going. So I think what we're going to do actually is for right now, just twist my head off. That'll do. Is yeah, so I've cut the little, I've taken the trees off this patch of land just behind the yard on the other side of the road. Mind you, it's going to be quite tricky to spot where exactly the grass is. Ah, there it is. Okay, because all the grass has grown again since I cut it. So let's do it this way then. Right, so lower it, switch it on. Good guess. Gradually getting used to my side panel. Oh wow, it was nearly full already. Yeah, so as I was saying, I came and took the trees off here. There were a few odd trees that were really stopping me doing a proper job, not turning properly. Okay, whatever. Unload. How do I unload? Unload baler 9. I'm going to come around and spin this for another angle. Yeah, so yeah, I'd cut some of this grass, but there were some trees in the way, so I took the trees off, cut the rest. Good grief, I wish the steering wheel had a quicker return. I should be better off if I could actually see properly now. So yeah, so I'll cut the rest of the grass. So we'll get this up, and I'm thinking I might turn this into a field. So we've got another field. It's not too steep. It's a good length. Quite a decent area of land actually. Yeah, we'll have to see but I think this will make a pretty decent field. We don't quite own all of it, but actually the next plot of land I'm thinking of buying actually should cover that, so actually I should be alright. There we go, let's pick up all these little bits. Yeah, so we need a plough, because I don't think I've got a plough since I restarted the map. So we'll get a plough and create ourselves a nice long field out of this patch of land. I've got other plans for it later, but for right now it would be ideal to have this as a field, just so we can get more crops growing. That's a great place, this tractor. That's a proper diesel engine sound, that is. Ooh, that's quite a big lump. You're going to get, how much of that we're going to get up? Oh, all of it, pretty good. Let's not run it over the gravel, I'm not sure that would do it any good. Oh, sorry, not paying attention. There we go. We're not going to get many more bales off here, but we'll just quickly get these done. Get them wrapped, picked up. And then maybe we'll be in a position to start playing it out. Or we could do some trees actually. I mean, there's so much to do really. Wow, this is quite a high swath. That filled up really quickly. There's other grassland areas we haven't mowed yet, plus actually the one that we did last time is already already regrown. So spin it around, just come around this way, should be up, yeah, there we go, look. So I'll get what, a couple more maybe off here. Quite get another full one. Thinking of getting a change around with the old seeder situation. We'll see. And actually, I'm going to need a plough or something after I've harvested the corn anyway. Wow, yeah, actually another one at least. So another 2 more than I said. Patchy just there we go. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. There we go. Take this, I will put it away in the shed properly later, which is fine. got a load of hay. I did some more hay as well. That's in our hayloft. Trying to think of the word. So we're okay for loose hay and straw, and of course I've got all of those really small straw bales as well. So yeah, we're not sure of the various fodders for the animals for now. Once I've got the corn chaffed and turned into silage in those lovely new bunker silos, then we'll have everything we need to make TMR, and we'll probably move them on to TMR. So I'm going to leave them to hopefully finish off their silage and grass they've got for now. Might even get some more cows actually. That would be a good idea. Start building up the old. Actually, do we know how many? Does it say? No, not in here. Okay, so if I go into here then. Sheep barn takes 50 sheep. Cow shed takes 30 cows. Oh, you know what? I might just max it out. At least we can get another 10, and it'll increase the reproduction rate. That would be a good idea. Do I prefer not playing with seasons? Depends. I think I will play this with seasons, but I'm doing it without for now, just while I get it all going, just so I can keep making regular quantities of money and buy up the land. But I do intend at some point to play with seasons, because I think this map will look awesome with seasons on. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Which is, yeah, there it is. But I do quite like playing with seasons because I like the rhythm of it. I guess it just depends. It can be a long haul a bit, seasons. So I guess it just depends. So I'm playing Shamrock Valley with seasons on at the moment, and maybe streaming on that tomorrow morning, hopefully. So and I would normally run one map with seasons and one without, or a couple without, but I think I will do seasons on here because I'm going to see what it looks like with snow on it, apart from the else. Yeah, I quite like both. I think when I'd been playing, when we'd had the base game for a long time, sorry, just unload, it's 9. Yeah, when we'd had the base game for a long time, I was itching for seasons. Now we've got seasons, I'm quite happy playing both. There are pluses and minuses. And I think the only thing with seasons, new seasons, is it adds a lot of complexity to the game. So it affects absolutely everything, way more than it ever did before. Realistically, so I'm all for it, it's good, but it does make me, each map does make me pause and think, do I really want to play seasons? The whole animal, the way the animals are done now, that you, and actually it's a good reason for playing seasons on here, because maybe I'll do a different set of animals with different properties than the ones that I've got on my other Let's Play. So yeah, I'm not sure I really have a preference, to be honest. As I say, I think when we hadn't had seasons on here, I was itching for it to come out. Now it's here, I'm quite happy the fact that I've got maps that run both. So yeah, how about you, Titch? Do you have a preference? Come on, pick it up before it rolls away. There we go. Before I hit the tree. Don't need any more. Yeah, and that is true, right? So it can become a little repetitive, whereas I do love the rhythm of seasons, and I think that's what I quite like about. I mean, it's different with this one at the moment because there's no chance of repetition. There's so much to be done, you know, because I'm building it and constructing it as we go along as well, and the key therefore is to do as much of that reasonably quickly as I possibly can, and then once I've got it to a point where I've got a good number of sell points, you know, a good sized yard with everything that I need, then I'll probably put seasons on. I did look at, oh, that's not very good, is it? I did look at starting it with seasons at one point, and then actually when I had to restart I thought, actually, you know what, I won't. I'll do it without for now, but I will put it on later, without doubt. No, don't catch it again. This bale wrapper is a little bit sensitive, shall we say. I don't ever remember the Ursus one being quite this touchy, but this one feels very touchy. There we go, all ready for you. There we go. Right, I think that was the last one, which is awesome. So we'll drive over here, we'll just leave this just at the entrance to the farm when it's finished wrapping. Quite keen to see the Kverneland and Vicon pack. Was it Vicon? Yeah. That was announced yesterday. I can't believe we've got to wait a month for it, but I'm really pleased about that. Looking forward to having a plough packer combo. I think that's awesome. And actually some of the other kit, I know it's stuff we've already got, but it all works in a slightly different way, so I think it's kind of cool. Always up for new equipment. Right, let's leave this just here, and it's a long way across to the truck, so let's just tab to it. Here we go. This is where I find out I missed one. We need to put some tracks in. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's lots of different things. So we've got, you know, another wrapper, Mower, baler wrapper combo. There's a very interesting looking sprayer. You know, there's all sorts. I'm quite keen on it. Now, I would go and sell this, but actually we're not desperate for the money right now, so I'm not sure I'm that worried. And it's not quite full yet. Actually, it's not far off being full though, is it? To be fair. Need to put a biogas plant in. Start getting the digestate off it. It's the only thing of selling these straight at the sell point. Yeah, it's just a sell point. It's not a biogas plant, so we don't get the digestate. Actually, yeah, there's quite a lot of space left on here, so I'm going to leave this for now. But they are all picked up. 22, so it's only just over half full. Takes 40 bales this truck. There we go. It's also quite nice. It's a brand we haven't got a lot of stuff for, so I'm quite excited about it. And I have to say, it's not a brand that I've used a lot of. So yeah, I think it's quite cool. See what else is in it. So what's going on? Cows are fine. Could go buy those extra cows. Actually, we're going to. Sheep are fine. Let's do that. Let's go buy some more cows. Ooh, let's buy a couple of plots of land as well. Use up some of this lovely money we've got. I already know what I'm going to put in next and where, so I may as well get the land to do that. That could be my job during the week. Another time lapse coming out. Is it here, the trigger? What did I get? Brown and white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Thank you. That means I'll need more food and stuff, but they'll be alright for now. Sort that out later. Cool. Good. Oh, who left a load of rubbish outside my barn? That's just not on. Huh. Yeah, there's my big pile of gravel to do the roads. Right, so let's do that then. So if we go into here, go into the map. How close is our corn to being ready? Come on. Oh, it's on the last growth stage, so cool. Right, so we are now. That's interesting. Actually, no, I think that's okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. So let's do this then. So we'll have this one, so I can join that road up, and this one, because I want to put a cell point up there. Starting to get a good patch. Not bad. Haven't figured out what I'm going to put over here yet. I think I might put the sawmill over here, because there's a couple of big patches of woodland right next to it, so it kind of makes sense to put that over there. It'll need quite a bit of levelling out to do it, but yeah, I wonder about putting, I just want to make sure that I'm distributing cell points and things all around the map so that they're not all clumped together, but we've still got quite a few to put in, so I think that's okay. So yeah, I might put the spinnery down here. Cool. Well, that's taken care of the fact that we had far too much money, obviously. So I need to think about some kit. I don't want to make loads and loads of trips to the store. Let's just check what I've got. I don't have a plough, right? Oh, I do have a plough. Oh, cool. So I don't need to go to the store. I'm humming and ahhing about whether this, I love this seeder, but I'm humming and ahhing about whether it's a bit too big for the current situation off the farm. So I'm thinking about replacing it with something else that I have in mind that I wanted to try. So I may ditch that. In fact, am I leasing that? I could empty it and get rid, couldn't I? But it's quite fun. It's quite a great idea. Yeah, my plough. So where is a tractor? Yeah, the plough. Where is the plough? Oh, I know where it is. Okay. In that case, we'll use the Fiat, because I like the Fiat, and there's only so many things it can do. It's not overly powerful, and it's only got a rear 3 points, so let's grab the Fiat. It's a great looking tractor. It's also my newest tractor of the set that I've got, so. And let's go start planning out our field. Could go and have a look at those patches of land we just bought too, actually. Oh, bit close, bit close. Yep, just nudge it, it'll be fine. Be absolutely fine. Started off with it holds only 10. Yeah, I really like this one. Which one's the one that holds? I don't even know if I've got it. Which one's that one? Let's see. Have I got one that holds only 10? I may not. I tend to be quite specific on my ish. Might go up to that one. That one's quite a cool one. I like that one. That's the one I've got on Shamrock. That's this one. Wow, that holds 100. That's the one that's the secondary one I've got on Shamrock for my overflow is wrong, for my animals that, you know, my birth animals that I'm growing on. That one holds 45. Yeah, no, I don't have that one. There are so many. Seems to be a bit of a shortage of sheep ones. Loads of people seem to do lots of cow ones, but there seems to be a bit of a shortage of sheep ones. Right, where are we going to start this field? So this may not be the best plough to do this, actually, simply because I can't rotate it. but it's fine. I'll probably do what I did last time, just get a power harrow to finish it off, tidy it up. Oh, no more space for wool. Well, let's do that first then. Sort that out. Now I've got 20, it's worth keeping them busy. Sorry, jumping through. Oh, want to go straight. Right, let's do this. That wasn't particularly well done, was it? Really? You know what, actually we can manage from there, can't we? Oh, wrong way, sorry. Okay. Nudge it square. Ish. Come on, you can do it. Beautiful. No, and that's the thing. And I liked this one that I've got here, but I was a bit disappointed that I had to use it again because I've got it on Shamrock. But you're right, there are very few. But as we know, there are some in the pipeline. Hopefully they'll make it through. Though I'm less worried about sheep now. I've got this one in, but I'll certainly be getting the horse one. So yeah, see what comes, huh? Because that's the thing. Because the only other sort of small one is the FS09 remake, but I'm not so keen on that. And actually, again, I've used that before. I had that on. Okay, I don't struggle to see much from here. I had that on Washo. It's not perfectly square, but we should be able to get in close enough. Beautifully done. Come on, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, a bit more. Hey, nice. Okay, I'll leave that there. Strap it on straight away before I mess it up. Done. Right, back to the plough. Oh, where's the plough? Oh, come on, seriously. I always end up going the wrong way. There it is. Yep, definitely that was the wrong way. Right, so create fields. I'm going to do this with the wheel. It's not going to be a particularly square field. And therefore not desperately neat at the edges, but it sure will be a big field. I'm not going to plough this entirely out today because my goodness me, that would be dull. Watching me do that. It's been a while since I ploughed out a new field, so this is kind of cool. Yes, because my plan on here is, you know, as I get all the cell points and everything else, I shall start building out the yard quite a bit, put in, you know, bigger, slightly more industrial units for the animals and that kind of thing, and really grow it to something huge, because we've got the space to do it, and the, you know, the flexibility of the map. So that's my ultimate plan. Right, how much further up here do we want to go? Let's try that. That might be a little bit far. I can always neaten it up. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Don't need lights. Wow, that's one big field actually. Crikey. That's going to be the biggest field I'm going to have. It'll be quite long and narrow, but goodness me. Yeah, that's definitely come a bit far over. That's fine. I can tidy that up later. Looking good. Put that down. Yeah, most of my other fields on here are fairly square. Of course, I've got the one sort of curved one just behind me, or just to the left of me, actually behind me. All the others are quite square, and eventually I'll join those up. And this is the thing again, right? I've put in small fields because I didn't have many fields. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a big combine. So this is actually going to be the biggest field I've got by quite some margin, but eventually I'll probably plough all those other ones together. But for right now it suits me to have, you know, separate fields, although you wouldn't know that because I've just put the same crop in them, but that's a bit of a one-off. I'm not going to do that regularly, that's for sure. Right, I'm going to back out, straighten it up. I want to follow the lie of the land a little bit. There's no point in having too much free space. So I'll get a power harrow or something a bit squarer and tidy that up. I just want to sort of follow the line of the trees a little bit, maximise the use of the land. I mean, who knows, eventually I might take some of these trees out, but I've got more trees than I can go at the moment. Just trying to, I need to figure out exactly what of the ones left in the behind the house I want to clear out so that I can yeah, figure out, because that's where I'm going to put more animals. Eventually I'll have horses and chickens at least in there. I also want to put in a multi-silo so I can put things like TMR and silage and stuff like that. It's not urgent, but at some point it'll be very useful to have that once the operation starts to get a bit bigger. Still creeping a little bit. I'd rather square this bit off to the extent that I can, do like a wheel. Right. That's not easy, is it? Let's hope that's roughly square. Kind of hard to tell. Actually, yeah, that looks about right. Can you do that? I didn't think you could do that. So, set create fields and then use a worker to plough it. Really? I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't think you could use workers to create fields. I might have to look into that then. Perfect, that'll do. I don't mind too much, it doesn't need to be perfectly square. Just trying to get the right shape. This looks okay. I mean, there are all sort of lines in the grass and stuff you can sort of follow that might help anyway, but and you can, I still need to do it on the first ones that I cut actually, is to use the landscaping tool and try and tidy it up a little bit, which I do need to do because some of those aren't particularly straight. They were perfect the first time I did it, and then I had to restart the map because of an update issue. I lost all my trees, and I see that. Actually, no, that's not too bad. Fine, good. Take this bit out, join it up. Lovely. How does that look on the map? actually that's surprisingly good. It follows the shape of the road nicely, follows the shape of the trees on the other side nicely, and apart from that little bit just here, it's pretty square where it needs to be. Modded play can attach it. Oh right, interesting. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I might want to lease something to do this, because that sure is going to take a real long time. Beautiful. Let's go around once more just to get the feel of it. Oh, I'm not sure you're going to learn that much from me. I think the thing is, you always come across different things. You know, everyone, the way they play the game, just some of it's accidental. Everyone learns different ways of doing things. It's a fascinating game for that massive sandbox, and you know, maps like this make it even more so, right? It's yeah, it's incredible. I had a nice chap on earlier asking me the same question that I was trying to answer yesterday in yesterday evening's stream. How do I start? What's a good way to make money? How do I start? And I said, well, you know, there's loads. And this is the thing, everybody finds different ways of doing things. It's amazing. Oh yeah, that's why that's out. Oh, that's fine. I knew about that. That's okay. That's still a little bit out. Oh, is that going to be another scary tree that's going to cause us worker troubles? It is, right? Scary trees. But of course now I've got a massive quandary because I don't know what to do about the Valley Old Farm, whether I keep going on it. I might do at least one more stream on it. I really enjoyed last night. It was such fun. I would struggle, I think, to keep 3 maps going at the same time. Perfect. Can we do the same? Apparently not. It's a very good tractor for doing this. I like it. Ooh, I feel I'm going to go out too far. That picture you posted me last night, Titch, was really good. I haven't seen that before. That looks pretty cool. I'll have to try that sometime. Oh. Yeah, no, that needs fiddling with. I'm not going to do that on screen. I'll be here all day. But that could definitely be better. But you know what I'm going to do? Because I've got to tidy up the other end. I'm going to plough that straight out, all the way up to the edge, and then we'll landscape that out. That little bit. But you know what? That isn't too bad. That isn't too bad. Ground type. Grassy. Oh, that's a weird noise. Change that to a square, but make it a really small one. Zoom back out. And let's just tidy that up. Ooh, no, too far. No good, too far. Is that really as far over as I can? Okay. The thing about square, it's great, but it goes to the grid pattern, and sometimes that's not too bad. Sometimes it just doesn't it doesn't go where you want it to go. Okay. Beautiful. Just try a little bit more, come on. Just for me. Please. It's not going to do it, is it? Ah, fine. We can live with that. By the time it's got crop in it, you won't really notice. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I had such fun this week putting in the 2 cell points, and especially because, you know, Jim's putting loads more new textures and stuff on here, so it makes such a difference. Right, I'm going to go once more around the field, just so that we really start to get the sense of the shape and the size of it, and then we'll call that a day, and then see what else we could do. What time is it? Past 11, okay. Probably only do another half hour or so anyway. Oof, that was close. Yeah, this is going to be an amazing field. Big grief. It's huge. But I have, as I said, I've got other plans for this later on, but for right now, it makes sense to make best use of the land. And I've always got loads of other areas I can use for grass, so, you know, it's right next to the farm. Good place to put another field in. May as well make the most of it. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to do all this on screen. I'll probably leave something a bit bigger to do the rest of it now I've cut the shape out. Get the field creator from Holger Sengstock, the 8-metre one. That'll do this in no time. And you know what, a little plough like this is ideal. Look, I've messed that bit up, that's a little bit out. Again, can we just... a little bit at a time. And that was part of the reason I had problems when I recreated the map. So I'd spent, I don't know how many hours on here. I think it was about 11 hours or something. And when the update came out, I lost all of my trees, and I didn't want to lose all of my trees. So Jim's suggestion was that I restarted, so I did. But I did it quicker. Well, so rather than doing it all with, you know, a normal plough like this, right, that edge needs doing with a power harrow. That's fine. That little corner just to get that square. That's good. That's better. Yeah, I used the big culti plough, 8-metre field creator, and of course it was a lot quicker, which was great. But because it's trailed and not 3-point, it's also a lot more difficult to control, which is why my fields aren't perhaps quite as square and neat and nice as they were. That and the fact, of course, I was in a bit of a rush trying to catch up. But I did manage to completely recreate everything that I'd done up until that point. I did cheat some money to get my money back up to where I was, but I managed to completely recreate the whole farm and get back to where I was in roughly, what was it, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours of gameplay. So, yeah, you know, sometimes you can do things quicker, but this will be an awesome field. So, can I use a worker? No. Oh, you're right, so it's just one mob then. Interesting. Interesting. Actually, what I need to do at some point is go back onto Marwell and speed through time. I put a woodland in, you know, fairly regimented. It was managed woodland, but I also put some little woodland tracks in between and changed the terrain to put some dips in and used some really good textures that Oxid and David had put in. Oh, the corn's ready, look at that. I then finished the series, moved on to another map, and it never really grew fully, so I need to go back and check it out, see how much it grows. lizard subsoiler, not subwoofer. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I'll take a look at that actually, because it's not like this is going to be the last field I'm going to create on here. Not by a very long shot, but we're getting an idea of the shape. I think that's going to look good. I like that. So I'm going to take off create fields just for my own safety and security. Corn's ready. Corn harvest. Right. So, Actually, not sure where this will be. There's a new mod. Please tell me I've got it. Yes. Ah, that's just a collector. Oh. That's a shame. I thought it was kind of like one of these, like a front mounted, you know. I'm not doing all these fields with one of those. That would be ridiculous. Oh, that's a shame though. That's a bit disappointing. Okay, fine. All right, so what we got? Forage harvesters. We could use the Jaguar. You know, I haven't used the Jaguar yet. Mind you, I haven't really done any forage harvesting of significance on here. Yeah, indeed.